He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car.
What's wrong with Cheesecake Factory?
Yes.
Would you want me to open the door for you? Look. You're recording me?
Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh, yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Come on, get up on in the car. Yeah, we're going to talk about it.
For her to be like, to take a person like this to Cheesecake Factory is crazy. It's the first day. And not only that, cheesecake is fire. Anyone that say they don't want to go cheesecake.
All on the first day. Is that right?
I mean, you're supposed to. When you take out a beautiful woman and you're courting her, because I get courted. So you're courting her, right? You're supposed to take care of her. You're supposed to cover her. You're supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her well, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I agree. I went into this date as I expect, with the expectations for myself, to keep you safe, to respect you, to pay for your food, of course, pick you up, of course, and just treat you like a gentleman, which I believe I have done.
I mean, you've been pretty nice, but
and then
Cheesecake Factory.
I, on the other hand, have certain expectations for a girl I go out with on the first date. I expect her to be respectful too. I expect her to be cooperative, and at least
What did I do that wasn't cooperative?
Well, I mean, even when we were walking to the car, you wouldn't put your hand around my arm or anything like that, or hold my hand or anything like that.
I mean, it's too early for that.
Okay.
I don't know you.
I can respect that. I can respect that. Okay. When I got to your apartment to pick you up, you didn't want to invite me in. I can respect that too. We're not
again. I don't know
there
yet.
We're not
again. I don't know
there
yet.
Okay.
I don't know yet.
And then, but
I feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do as a woman.
But
I got myself all made up.
There's nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory, right?
Yes, there's a lot wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, well, look at my plan where we were gonna go originally.
See, now that's where we should have went. All right there. Call him.
No.
What do you mean no?
See, I specifically told you both yesterday and this morning that I'd come to pick you up at 4 p.m. Right? And I got to your place at 4 p.m. You didn't even come downstairs for another hour, and so I was waiting downstairs for an hour.
You had him waiting downstairs for an hour? What if your reservations was 20 minutes from then?
At your apartment, then maybe we're not ready in a relationship for such a nice, fancy restaurant as Aria.
You tell me, do you think this guy handled the situation properly, or do you think he was being petty because she wanted to go to the Cheesecake? Well, want to go somewhere else besides the Cheesecake Factory. It's not in her realm of possibilities. The Cheesecake Factory. Tell us how you feel.
Ready, go!
Man, first of all, my thing is, who is this lady? At the end of the day, is she a YouTube influencer or like a celebrity? And it's a whole lot of celebrities that be found. Shoot, Drake made a whole video, I think with Serena Williams in the Cheesecake Factory. So, bruh, he handled it like a gentleman, like he said he was trying to be. We all know there's a whole lot of other dudes that can handle that situation a whole lot worse. Well, first of all, she would have got left. but a lot of dudes. But like me personally, I don't know. I get very, slim attention to that. I try to live my life humbly, and I feel like I'm dating somebody they ain't humble. I already know off gate. Nah, this ain't it, chief. So yeah, and it's like she talking about courting and stuff. So I'm assuming, she live her life like, for God and go to church and stuff. But she got her chest out. You feel me? Like, which one is it? Like, is you courting and you being wholesome, or like you confusing us? But I mean, hey, I respect it, man, because like Trent says, it looked like a skip. Like you said, Red, we don't we don't know for sure, man. But yeah, like I said, me personally, man, I don't even try to get this any type of attention, man. Like there's a lot of women that really do act like this on the sad part. So it might be a skit, it might not, but it is like Red said, it's really do happen. So
Oh, Sub
Are
Zero.
you ready? Go!
Okay, so it does seem like it was a skit. A lot of people do that. The number one thing is, if let's say hypothetically, if it wasn't a skit, you don't put him on Facebook like that. You don't do that. That was very, very disrespectful. If there's anything that needs to be discussed, it should be between you and that person, not the world. That was number one. Number two, she kept saying about how she looked. It doesn't matter how you look. First of all, if you want to, she's talking about, well, I don't know you. I don't really know you yet. Well, then you shouldn't even been in a car with him. Because most of the time, their first date is you driving your car and I driving mine and we meet up. So if you really want to be technical, your first date, the way I was taught, I'm not going in the car with you. So what's wrong with Cheesecake Factory? I mean, I've been to Cheesecake Factory. I mean, it is a little loud. If she was looking if she was looking at in that perspective, and you're trying to talk, sometimes it's good to go places where it's a little quiet. So if as you're talking over dinner or whatever, you can hear each other. Cheesecake Factory is a little loud. It's a lot of noise and it's crowded. So, but as far as the food, I don't see what's wrong with Cheesecake Factory. I've been there plenty of times. The food is good. So maybe he could have chose a place where it wasn't so loud. But to say, look at me as to who I am, why am I going to the Cheesecake Factory? No. She was totally wrong. And yeah, he should have took her home. Take her home.
You gonna take her home, all right?
Uh-oh. A part two to this?
Yeah, skip the dinner. Take her home. Get his face in some cake.
I don't know. It wasn't going right. So the date is ruined already. It's ruined. So
All right, LT, you up next.
What was dude's solution, by the way? He just took her home?
Yeah.
He just took her home, ended the date. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You up next.
Are you ready? Go!
Yeah, I guess that's all you can do. You got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them. I do feel like again agreed sentiment that I was the first shoot off, or no, you was the first shoot off. This feels like because I'm thinking like, are you recording this live? Are you going live on Instagram or Facebook where this is happening? Because that's incredibly invasive. You're more on the date with Instagram than you're on the date with him. So you're already starting the date off on a sick level right there. Or is this a video you're just recording and then you're late after your date, you're gonna later get home and post it? Like, so that's what highlights the skit element to me. Like if you were just making this video up, because all of that aside, I'm like I said, I'm not a cheesecake enjoyer, so I don't know on a scale of class level or expense level where the Cheesecake Factory really goes. And to me, it's just fucking cake. And yeah, this is a first date. I agree with you a little bit, Preezy. Sometimes we should. I feel like it's a lot better when people meet up on the first date because you should be on equal footing. But some people are, taught to see if the person that's trying to get their time and attention has the ability to come get them, to get their time and attention. And that's what it seemed like this young lady was trying to illustrate. She was more so obsessed with how expensive this date was, how much money he was willing to spend to possibly get her before he even knew if she was something that he even wanted. And I'm so glad I do not have to deal with that in the dating world. It seems that people just use their phones. I really do. I mean, having your phone is a great way to stay safe on a date, but it's also a great way to hold your date hostage to make them feel like they have to do what you want, or else you'll expose them. Because we all know that we care about our online identities more than we actually care about how we look in person. Because if she cared about how she looked in person, she wouldn't have recorded this fucking video.
Facts.
Yeah, she was wrong for that.